Alright, gamers, what is up? It's been a couple days. Sorry I haven't been on stream, but I haven't been feeling too great. And I am feeling a bit better, and also I don't want to keep putting off stream for too long. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm happy to see some familiar faces in the chat already. How's it going, Research Overload? A long time no see. So we're going to get right back in to Pokemon White version Random Lock. I hope you guys like some updates that I've done. You may notice I've done some updates to the stream. It's a couple of small things which we've kind of started to stagnate because there's not a lot that I can continue doing without, you know, sinking a pretty big investment into it, and I just don't have that kind of money at the moment. So, it's just saying that it's a randomizer and a Nuzlocke. Research Overload. So that's just saying that it is following the Nuzlocke rules, which is what we've been mostly doing since the beginning. Pretty much just not following the level cap. Yep. Glad to clear things up. Let's see, you said to come down. Yeah, level cap. So in normal Nuzlocke rules, I would only be allowed to let my Pokemon reach a certain level before I fight gym leaders, certain key trainer battles, and if they go over that level, I would actually not be allowed to use them in that battle. I'm ignoring that. I'm not, I don't frankly care about what level my Pokemon or the opposing Pokemon are. Sounds not as fun, especially for me. It definitely increases the difficulty, which I'm not a fan of just games being hard for the sake of being hard. Which is kind of what the Nuzlocke is for, is to make the game intentionally a bit harder. But I feel like there's a difference between challenge and difficulty, and that's kind of the point being made here. Now I gotta figure out where this guy ran off to, and I made the mistake of not paying attention to what was being said in game. Oopsie doodle. But that gives us more time to talk. Yeah, it's just that I see a significant difference between something being a challenging and something being difficult. And I find challenging to be typically more fun. Cool, so we gotta fight off these guys because they stole someone's Pokemon. Someone who seems like a little girl. Her name is Iris. She's actually a pretty tough Pokemon trainer, and I think either a gym leader or the granddaughter of a gym leader, depending on whether you're playing Pokemon Black or Pokemon White, and I don't recall which one is which. Anyway, hi Jackenstein. This is fun. You're a fellow bug type, but you're also grass type, which leaves you vulnerable to bug type moves. Too easy. Too easy to deal with. Isn't that right, Jackenstein? Yeah! I should let you guys get a look at the full team, since I don't think I have done that yet this stream. Bit of an oversight on my heart, and I apologize for that. So this is Jackenstein. We got Ficus, named after Ficus Liquor, which is just a mostly unnamed NPC, but apparently is named somewhere. Vessel, Task, and Jockington. And something else you missed last stream is that we have gained access to Master Balls. Because of the shops being randomized, one of them happens to be carrying Master Balls at a pretty decent, but not completely unobtainable price, so we've got a couple of them ready and rip-roaring to go for the next few encounters that we'll have. So we're actually guaranteed to be able to catch a couple more Pokemon before the next gym leader. Well, not next gym leader. Master Balls are a guaranteed catch. Completely guaranteed against any wild Pokemon. So they are, yeah, pretty good. Even the gods. They are by far the single best Pokeball because they promise, they guarantee a catch. Except for in the Gen 1 games when it's like a 99.999 chance. Which still, the vast majority of times, you would not encounter a failure with it. But anyway, there's a couple of leaders of Team Plasma hiding out in here. They're pretty upset we found their hideout in the big city. And that they're gonna have to abandon it now and go somewhere else. And they're talking about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon that has the power to scorch the earth. And basically they're being told return their Pokemon. And I was mistaken, it was Bianca. Bianca's Pokemon got stolen. If a kid kicked you out of your house, it's less of a kid and more of a kid plus the city mayor. A city mayor a kid reported that you were doing some dumb shit to the city mayor, and he came to beat your face in. Hooray, a Yashe Berry! That's so cool! And now with that, we can finally fight the gym leader. Plus we got a Smoke Ball, which I'm pretty sure that's vanilla, which is a little weird, but I'm not too surprised. Chat, vanilla means that that's what was there in base game. That didn't get randomized. I find that interesting. I don't know if that was just random coincidence that it happened to line up, or if it just doesn't randomize that item. I know some things it doesn't randomize, like it doesn't seem to like randomizing things that are given to you by someone else. Mostly because a lot of those are key items. But yeah. Alright, we should probably take some healing items. I didn't realize we had this much money, damn. Hello Sophia, how's it going? What's going? Well, what's going is that we are playing a Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke, also commonly known as a Random Lock, and we are currently on the path to get our 3rd gym badge. The rules are pretty simple. The Pokemon in the tall grass and on other trainers' teams are randomized, and we're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon on any route that we encounter. Anyway, this is a nice gym that seems to be themed around, oh, I don't know, bug types or something? Let's see what type of Pokemon the trainers actually use here, though. Alright, let's check this out. What type of Pokemon? How can I tell what? Research overload. Ooh, Numel. Now, are you fire type or ground type? Either way, this is the perfect opportunity for our vessel to step in and absolutely save the day. Ground types, okay. It's actually pretty good. Between Vessel being our water type expert and Jackenstein having grass type moves hopefully soon, this is just going to be, in theory, a very easy game. Or gym. Very easy gym. Wait, we got the experience share? Why didn't anybody tell me? Chat, who do you think deserves the experience share the most? You're right, it totally should be Jockington, especially since Jockington is the singular one Pokemon that we should not have be doing anything on this particular gym. What exactly? Research overload? Can you specify, please? If it's why we don't want Jockington doing anything, it's because Jockington is a poison type, and since this is a ground type gym, well, poison is unfortunately weak to ground, so that is the one Pokemon that has a particular weakness to this gym. Yeah, so Jockington shouldn't be doing anything in this gym because Jockington's the only Pokemon I have specifically with a weakness. Yep. In fact, everybody else, almost everybody else rather, has some type of benefit. Vessel being a water type, Jackenstein being part grass type. Yeah, you could say that. And then Task being a flying type, which gives them the ability to be immune to ground type Pokemon. Geodude, too easy. I don't know why I was scared. I was a little bit worried this gym was going to be problematic. But we're doing all too well. Also, I want to say that I do like the design of this gym in the base game. I love that it's designed to be this kind of honeycomb pattern and show off that it's all bug type. I love the art on the walls. The honey feels like it would be just an absolute mess to have to deal with in real life, though, and that makes me a little bit icky. Makes me feel a little bit icked out. So I would never want to encounter this gym. This is like top 3 gyms easily that I would never want to deal with in real life. Because, like, I don't like bugs anyways. And then this just seems like it would be a mess. Maybe this gym is the top reason why people in this particular region are sticky. Just always sticky. And now we gotta deal with Gibble. Yep, and of course it's gonna use Dragon Rage. Luckily, we've got a Lemonade, and that is... let's just say I hope I don't encounter another Gibble this entire gym. Well, I also kind of like Gibby, Research Overload, but Gibble has been the leading cause of us losing Pokemon and losing runs throughout all of our attempts at this random lock. Like, I absolutely hate this little monster. And I don't think anything will make me not hate it at this point. Nope, not the Cassiolia Cone. Gibble itself is a good Pokemon, it's just that Dragon Rage... We've encountered so many Gibbles, all with Dragon Rage, and Dragon Rage just kills us so much. Luckily, with this gym we are starting to approach the horizon point where Dragon Rage is no longer a problem with us, being as it always takes 40 HP. We're getting to the point where we typically have at least double that, but typically more than double that, so it's no longer just going to 1 or even 2-shot us every single time. So thankfully, after this gym, we probably aren't even going to be worried about Gibble anymore at all, and it's just not even going to show up on our radar. Which, I don't know about you, that makes me happy. That being said, there are a few Pokemon, and more importantly, a few specific moves that we need to keep an eye out for. They are very rare to encounter, but there are a few moves that will one-shot you no matter what if they hit. They are typically extremely low accuracy, and very few Pokemon usually know them, especially naturally. So we should be pretty well set on that, and especially at a low level. You're not going to encounter them at low levels. Thank goodness. But it is still a threat. It is still something that exists, that is out there, and that we are going to unfortunately have to be worried about. But I want you to fight it now. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight any of the Pokemon that have one-hit KO moves. Not right now. They suck. They suck so much. Also, I do want to point out that even though we are not specifically doing the level cap portion of the random lock, we are still typically following or really close to following it. Also, we're going to go back and heal so we can preserve our healing items as much as possible. It's not that I'm built different, it's just that specifically for the purposes of stream, there are certain things that I'm avoiding, like sitting here and grinding for multiple hours at a time. And without that grinding, you're not typically going to reach that level cap or really beyond it. Which, granted, has probably been a pretty decent portion of why we've failed so many of these challenges so far. I'm just worried that grinding would be uninteresting to you guys, but it's a pretty significant portion of Pokemon in general. Regardless, we've got some good Pokemon here. But actually, before we go, we've got some healing items. This is a ground-type gym, so we shouldn't really have to worry about most of the status conditions. I think this guy sells Castelia cones, though. Yeah, so I just want to have some of these to deal with status conditions. I want to check held items. I think Vessel has a Mystic Water, so that I think is about the same as a Sea Incense. Both increasing the power of water-type moves, so there's no need to really go into that. Is there a limit to how many healing items you can have or use? No. As far as I'm tracking, no, not typically. It's more a matter of, are you willing to spend all of the money that you have on healing items? And here is, as I said, the fact that we have access to Master Balls in a shop. I think that's typically the concern with healing items. Is that if you spend all your money on them and then use all of them, you not only don't have them, but you don't have that money for Pokeballs. So it's kind of a matter of resource management. What do you want to spend your money on, and when do you want to use that money and those resources that you spent it on? And in theory, we are all set to fight the gym leader now. Oh, hey, this guy. Alright, and we are just going to save really quick. Now, after the gym leader, I'm pretty sure we have a fight with... I want to say we have a fight with Bianca before we leave the city, and then a fight with Charon shortly after we leave the city. But then after that, it's a Pokemon that we can catch in the desert, a Pokemon we can catch in, I think, a different part of the desert. and then there's a castle thing in the middle of that second part of the desert. So that's 3 encounters we can catch new Pokemon in. And then 2 tall grass areas before the next gym. So that's a total of 5 new Pokemon. That is nearly a full team. I avoided that takedown like a champion. Oh, I wish you would have gone down in 1 hit. But wait. You do, sort of. It killed itself, just for me. How nice is that? Oh no! Not Rhyperior. Okay. Oh yay, Rhyperior. Hi, buddy. You're such a big, strong, high level. Let's go ahead and hit it with a Sand Attack, since I'm a little worried about this guy being able to just simply out-buff us. Speed harshly fell, so we might not get first turn move. We don't. It stomps on us. A new challenger enters the ring, truly. Oh, wow, we did not need to waste a turn sand attacking, apparently. We get the level up. Jockington gets the level up. And your ace is a Geodude? I say we just keep on sweeping. Congratulations on your speed coming up a little bit. Congratulations, buddy. I don't think that's going to help you here. Oh, but of course Mallory uses a Hyper Potion. That's one of the things that got randomized, by the way, guys, is trainer names. So this is no longer Burgh, this is Mallory, who is going to just keep spamming Hyper Potions for a couple of turns. And then, of course, they're gonna Rage Quit, throw a rock at us, and we'll finish this battle out with a quick and easy water gun. And it's just like, wow, that was too easy. We get the Bug-type gym badge, which is really, apparently, the Ground-type gym badge. And we get Splash! Yay! The most useless move in the game. No wonder this guy was sitting here and struggling. Well, that was easy. Yeah, gate to Route 4. So we gotta fight Bianca. We're gonna go ahead and heal up our Pokemon before we deal with this. I'll be pretty glad to be getting the bike in the next town. It's a shame, because I don't think we get bigger cities like this. Really, like, most of the rest of what we do, we don't really need a bike to traverse comfortably. Look at that. Gym done, 30 minutes in the stream. Alright, we have 2 Master Balls. I'm gonna get 3 more because, like I said, we're gonna have 5 more encounters before the next gym. So I just want to go ahead and be prepared, and then after that we'll probably come back and buy more. And we should have more items here in the regular shop that we're allowed to buy, such as the Hyper Potion. Unfortunately, revives are off limits. And now pretty much any route will take us up to Bianca. Before we head up, we're gonna save just so that we make sure we have our gem badge. And I'm gonna write something down in my nifty little notebook. I don't think I've been in these buildings yet, though, because I don't think I really explored up here prior to dealing with the gem. Oh, the name raider. That's great, because honestly, I hate the name ficus. I hated it, like, seconds after hitting enter. I figure we're just going to name this gal Susie. Let's see, were there any other Pokemon on this list that I figured should be renamed? Nah, that's probably fine. Susie! That's right, chat, we got Susie. Now I hope I don't regret that, because I don't know what's going to be in our next Pokemon encounters, and if it's a purple dinosaur, I'm gonna kick myself in the pants. I don't remember what the password is supposed to be for this one. Name is Mr. Luck. Aha. I don't recall. It's something about a machine that we can use. I canceled. Chat, don't be like me. Be better. Being better than me is not a difficult thing to do, so I encourage it wholeheartedly. Be better than me. Don't get into the elevator and just hit cancel. Oh, cool. And then this random professor type gives me an Eviolite, which increases the defense and special defense of a Pokemon that can still evolve, which is 2 of our Pokemon. Susie would probably benefit from it. Susie, what do you have? The amulet coin? I like having the Yashe berry. I feel like that's pretty important for Jackenstein here. You know, I've also got a friend who's thinking about starting a new business, and according to them, it seems to be quite a chore as well. She wants to sell cookies. I actually got to try her cookies yesterday. They were really good. Oh no, I don't want to hear about research overload. Why weren't you invited? I don't know. Maybe because you're her arch nemesis? Then again, y'all kind of have a Heinz Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus type of relationship, from what I've seen. Oh, right, the Pokemon musical. Guys, do you want to do the Pokemon musical? Do you want to make Susie do the Pokemon musical? Alright, time to fight. Bianca! Yep, Bianca's just checking with this gate guard to make sure that it's okay to have a Pokemon fight. Wow, research overload here is a weeb. I didn't even know that. Incredible. Anyway, she's got a Spinda, normal type. I don't think I have any fighting type moves on hand, so we're just gonna send out Jockington and hope for the best. Perfect intimidation. Uproar, so now there's no... Gosh darn! That hurt! Why would you do that? Why would you hurt me like that? Why research overload? What could you possibly mean? Counter doesn't count as a fighting type move. Gosh hecking darn it, you're right. You're just so right. How could you not be right? In this house we say, God damn it! Can we see? No. Alright, I think Task should have some better special defense to deal with this shit. Chat, she said the thing. Do the victory. Make the victory sound alert play. She said the thing. Jeez, this Spinda is just wrecking my asshole. What the hell?
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
Chat, I know I said to play the victory sound, and I know that that can certainly be considered a victory sound, but you and I both know that's not what I meant. I'm so glad that chat has a favorite sound alert, too. I'm so glad that there's one that inevitably, infallibly gets used before any other. He's what I want, because I want to win his heart. It's not his heart you want to win, it's all that ass you want to win. Don't lie to me. It is beneath you. Do not lie to me, Archer. It is beneath you. Finally! Got rid of that Spinda. That Spinda was annoying. I don't know what you were feeding that bitch. You know what? Fair enough, research overload. You get that Mr. 10 ass. problem. How dare you lower my attack when I'm not even using my attack? Marshall, I swear to God, if you don't knock it the hell off with those super potions... Alright. Good news, chat. I think Marshall is out of super potions. Charmeleon. Oh, hi, buddy. Hello there. Hi. Hey there. Hi there. Whoa there. Hello. Hi. You're lowering my attack as well. Chat, I don't think my attack stat is the thing you should be worried about. Liars with a fire tail. Liar, liar, tail on fire. Okay, ditto. Ditto. We need something that we can put, that we have a type advantage against. I mean, I'm kind of thinking I just send out Susie and then poison her. Poison the replica. A good strat to deal with Ditto would be to have a normal type and a dark type. Just have a normal type that has nothing but normal type moves. Or hell, even just any Pokemon that has nothing but normal type moves. Maybe the HM Slave. Oh, I made a mistake. Can I still Poison Powder you? I don't think so. I can. Well, I guess we'll just have to eat these mushrooms with poison on them. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but like, now I can just send in task. Oh no, I've been stunned. You know what would really help with that is just going into the sky and letting go of you. Yeah, he is not out damaging his own poison. And I had a feeling that might happen. Alright, alright. Now we could sit here and just outlive the poison. Or we could go ahead and, outlive Ditto's poisoning. Or we could just, why'd I use a Petra? Chat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. I was thinking about poison. What I was meaning to say is that we could just heal ourselves from paralysis and skydrop it, and that should finish it. Hooray! Yeah, you trained with a very powerful trainer, and you still couldn't beat me because I'm not quite more powerful than them yet. But I'm still pretty strong. better than you. Alright, Route 4. Now, first things first, I want to go heal up. Which we can do in this nifty little shack here. Hooray! Yep, just like the nurse out in front of the, out in the middle of the woods, we've got someone here who can heal us so that we don't have to trek all the way to the other end of the big city. With that out of the way, we found some milk in the sand. And hey chat, for everybody who's new here, be sure to hit that follow button. It would help me a lot. And you'll be able to be updated whenever we go live, which is honestly most nights. God damn it! We get a Pikachu. Chat, this is one of my least favorite Pokemon. I hate Pikachu. No hate if it is your favorite Pokemon, but I hate Pikachu. It was overhyped for 30 years. I'm sick of it. Overhyped for 30 years as the singular mascot. Don't say that. You know what? You know how much I hate this guy? You know how much I hate this guy? This kid named Spamton.
No! God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, but you can't lie, the theming is actually pretty good. He's an electric rat, you know, kind of like Spamton, who is literally a spam email personified. I feel that they are both kind of a bit overhyped. And they are a personal favorite of the creators for some stupid reason. Here, I found you guys a rage candy bar, since you seem to be raging at my personal hatred. Well, much to your guys' benefit, whether or not I personally hate this Pokemon, we still caught him. And we're still going to use him. I happen to know Pikachu's not even particularly a good Pokemon. Like, in terms of viability for a team, like, it's not great. That's just simple facts. That is facts and statistics. Pikachu sucks so much that in order to try and make it better, they gave it a specific item just for Pikachu, and it still doesn't even make it particularly better than its evolution. They had to give it major cheese just to be reasonable for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee as an option as a starter. Like, the only thing that saves it even remotely is that it's an electric type, and electric types aren't exactly the most common. But, like, they're not exactly the most uncommon either. They're not like dragon types, which there is only, well, there was only one line of for the first generation. And that they specifically kind of tried to avoid adding more than 1 or 2 dragon type lines per generation, just to keep it as the rarest type. I'm going off on a rant. Like, electric type is cool, and I like the electric type, and so that's the only thing that kind of saves Pikachu a little bit for me. I still hate it. So overhyped. Anyway, we need to move it around on our team so that Spampton here can get some levels. Didn't even come with an item. Look at that, he didn't even come with an item. You hate to see. Anyway, I guess that's enough about my rant on how much I dislike this one particular Pokemon. Let's check out what ability he's got. Static. Okay, may paralyze the other Pokemon. That's not bad. Plus, the electric type does give us a little bit of coverage, mostly over flying and water type, which we kind of already had a little bit of coverage over. So again, not the best. Anyway, hi Sonia. Hi Lantern. Best way to deal with this might be with Jockington. Flail, wow, good thing we lowered your attack stat. Wow. I'm starting to think maybe we didn't really need to lower your attack stat, like, at all. Let's see how crunchy this fish is. See, I've got a friend who's allergic to fish, and crunching on a fish like that would kill her. She's, like, majorly allergic to fish. Being in the same room with a fish Pokemon like this would probably kill her. That's something interesting to consider when you get your Pokemon, is other people's allergies. Like, I'm such close friends with her that I probably wouldn't be able to have any fish Pokemon. And probably not any cat Pokemon either. If I were to have Pokemon in real life. That's okay, because Arbok is actually pretty high on the list of Pokemon I'd probably want to have in real life. Like, I love snakes. It's not that horrible. A ghost type? Oh my gosh, I love ghost types. Anyway, let's go heal up at that little shack again. Yeah, ghosts and dark types are probably the most spooky. Crocodile here is a dark type. At least I think it's already a dark type by that point. Honestly, a crocodile? Or... Hello, Ariel. Thank you for the follow. I didn't know I had set that to be the Undertale thing. Gave me a little bit of a jump scare. Somehow thought I was about to encounter Sans the skeleton. Forgot I set that. Everybody else follow suit. If you haven't already, go ahead and leave me a follow. Let's see. Once again, we don't have much for the electric type, but I think the only thing they're weak to is ground. And at some point, we've got to get the move Dig. Oh, and since we're at probably what's going to be the peak viewership for tonight, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. I've got 2 of them, one for VODs and one for regular videos. We don't have anything on the regular channel yet. My editor is still working out on some videos. But the VOD channel is filled up with this particular run of Pokemon White version Random Lock. So you'd be able to see the beginning and how we got here. Random item, let's see, we got a Focus Sash. And we've also been uploading some of the back end of our Deltarune playthrough as well. Ooh, netball. And I'll also be uploading anything else further that I do on the channel. So you can catch everything on there once it's missed. Be sure to go follow. That's right, Research Overload, it's TV time, because we have hours of content up on the VOD channel that you can just binge to your heart's content. I know that's personally how I like to watch content. Oh yay, Roggenrola! I love Roggenrola. Roggenrola is such a stupid, derpy little Pokemon. I absolutely love them. I don't love it so much when they blast me with rocks, but I do love how cute it is. Its evolutions are pretty cool, too. Less cute, but I do love the way they look, the way they're designed. Hey, do you think you could maybe not help me with rocks again? Oh, I thought you had Sturdy. Okay, we can keep battling, but I'm going to heal. Please don't pelt me with rocks in the meantime. How much is movement? 100? That's not worth it for the, like, 5 extra health we need to be at max. Oh, Mud Slap. Lowering my accuracy, huh? Fine, fine. I can still hit you with the water gun. Apparently not. That seems to be a lie. Apparently I'm a dirty, rotten, no-good liar now. And for that, chat, I truly apologize.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You know what? That's my bad. That's my bad, chat. You didn't ask me a damn thing, and I kept plugging the YouTube and the Twitch and the follows. And for that, I'm sorry. I truly am. Alright, apparently we've completely lost the ability to do anything, and now it's pelting me with rocks again. So, Obviously, we don't want to send in Task or Jackenstein. Let's send in Jockington. Hopefully it won't use Mudslap. Let's see about Crunchy. Be all crunch. Big ol' crunch. Try harder. You know what? It's clearly... You know what? You're right. It's because I didn't eat the rock. I'm going to eat these rocks. Crunchy. They are crunchy. They hurt my teeth, but I still ate them. Thank you for the advice, Research Overload. We ate the rocks. She spelled sandstorm for some reason. Do-do-do-do-do. And we're gonna reach right into our bag. And we are going to heal our injured vessel. We used the wrong item to heal him. Yeah, to heal him. But that's fine. And it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna save. We're not done yet. Certainly not. Not a lot of people meet their caloric intake. That's my bad. That's just how it is sometimes, chat. By the way, Research Overload, I think you were here for the pre-screen, checking out how it said starting soon. How did that look, by the way? That is something new I'm trying. This is the kind of pilot of trying that out. Everything look okay on there? What's the starting music? Pretty good. I'm trying out this sort of soundboard situation that lets me pick and choose basically a bunch of background sounds and tones and music. I'm trying to kind of theme them around whatever it is I'm going to be streaming for that day, and Pokemon has wildly different places and environments. So it gives me a lot of stuff to kind of play around with and kind of try to emulate. Anyway, we're gonna eat this ice cream. Yeah, I'd love some feedback on how that is looking. Not just looking, how it's sounding. It looks like Research Overload likes it, which is great. It's truly wonderful. Is it different? What makes this song different? The intro stuff that I was doing prior to stream, it's just that I've got it set up to where I can... It's set up by somebody that has a bunch of background sounds that are typically used for, like, TTRPGs and stuff, where you set around what you're doing. That's fair. I like music as well. Oh, right when I was getting on. Okay, that's no worries. I'll ask my editor to take a look at some of it tomorrow, if they get the opportunity to. Thank you. I definitely like feedback about the stream itself as well. Swallow, keep bold moves. Jockington doesn't need to swallow to eat. And they definitely don't need to spit up. Any advice on stream is always appreciated and always good. I've been kind of thinking adding maybe a badge tracker or something down on the bottom, so that people kind of have a better idea of what's going on and where in the game we are. Oh, is there something right here? I don't know what just happened. Power Herb. I do think things like that, just like having a better idea of where we are in stream, that way people who join in during like in the middle of battles like this, they have an idea of where we are. Just kind of intuitively like, oh, we've got 3 badges. So we're probably somewhere in, you know, this area of the game. Let's see. Oh, you're a flying type. Let's try a Thunder Shock. And hopefully don't get myrtleated because we're a couple levels lower than you. Congratulations, Spamton. You won your first battle for us. Great job. We probably won't replace Spamton, at least not right away. I like having the electric type on our team. Honestly, our normal type Susie might be the first up on the chopping block to be replaced, but that all depends on what the next Pokemon we get is. Say, for example, we get a really good grass type, we are probably getting rid of Jackenstein. Or a particularly nice flying type. Crunchy, time to eat our vegetables. Ooh, faint. I don't think we need faint right now. Honestly, we've had pretty bad luck with TMs throughout this run, which is unfortunate. There's a certain few types that I've been hoping to find. Oh, another amulet coin. We've got a lucky incense and 2 amulet coins. Honestly, I feel like Spamton deserves the amulet coin just about more than anything. Alright, does having electric type added onto the water type cancel? Okay, it doesn't matter whether it cancels it out, it has Volt Absorb. And now Spamton's confused, which is kinda just the normal state of being for him. Yeah, none of you are well suited for this desert environment. I don't know why this absolute freak of a fish has decided to be in a sand pit. But it has. It has. And sadly, we're at the point where we are going to go heal up and then we're gonna fight our rival. And we'll see how that goes. One good thing is that if we find ourselves a Thunderstone, we can have a Raichu. We have a Stone Evolution now. Stone Evolutions have a pretty big advantage in that they can be evolved lower, so they get access to better stats faster. But typically at the cost of moves. Not having as good of a moveset. Once they evolve, especially. Alright, part of me doesn't want to fight you, does not want to deal with you at all. The other part of me knows that I am in desperate need for the levels, for the experience. So I don't have much of a choice. I can feel that smooth taste already. Well, we're just gonna keep crunching away until we've eaten all the fish in these sand pits. I almost feel bad for you. But you were quite literally a fish out of water, so I'm not super surprised that you took damage from the environment. Do, 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 do. Alright, time to fight our childhood friend Charon. Or, as they've been renamed, Alex. Get the fuck out of here, Alex. Who are you sending out to fight? Clink? I don't have a reasonable response to that. That's unfortunate. Was this your starter, or are you a steel-type trainer now? Because that's the one thing, is that their typing, the type theming doesn't follow whatever starter they end up with. For some reason, so it just ends up being that they have a full party of one particular theme, and then one kind of random Pokemon in there. We can do Jockington. You're just immune to being poisoned, not like specifically strong against poison types. So we'll just crunch. Oh, it can't be lowered. Wow. And if Vice Grips all over my snake? Vice Grips all over my snake until I crunch. That's what I'm talking about. Charge, which increases special defense and increases the power of electric type moves, which we shouldn't particularly need to deal with, because we outspeed, so we crunch again. Suffering from the sandstorm, and you're a gosh darn steel type user, so you're not suffering. This is where you were meant to be, buddy. Just hanging out in the desert. Oh no, not hypnosis. Oh no, not hypnosis. Sis, the hypno. It's getting away. It's hurting me. So we can spend a Chesto Berry, wake up. Wake up. Oh, cool. Now we're confused and being continuously hurt by the sandstorm. We can crunch. Perfect. Ferrothorn. Grass and steel. Gosh, if only I had a fire type. If only I had that Flareon. We're confused. We hurt ourselves. We get cursed. No, it curses itself. Lowers its speed in exchange for attack and defense. So that's pretty unfortunate. We're gonna need to heal up. Oh, that attack and defense are gonna go absolutely insane, which means I'm probably not gonna be able to hurt it very easily. With my attack stat crunch. Can you please stop hitting yourself? Okay, this thing's gonna kill me. This thing's gonna one-shot me, probably. I don't have much in the way of choices. I don't even know if Acid's gonna hit it, with it being a steel type. Yeah, that Metal Claw. That Metal Claw's a problem. Whoa, 200. That was only one. Okay, yeah, use the Moo Moo Milk. Use the Moo Moo Milk. It's probably gonna Metal Claw again, though, and that's a serious problem. Yeah, I might be backed into a corner now. It was able to buff up so much that there's not too much I can do about it. Sand attack, maybe? Make it to where it just can't really hit us? Okay, luckily, as I anticipated, resistant to steel type. Keep up that sand attack. It's gonna be resistant to water type too, though. That thing's just insisting on being a beast. It's not increasing its special defense, so let's see what a water gun will get us. Not a lot. But with it increasing its attack and defense, this is what we've got to work with. I hate it, but we might be about to lose our vessel. Because we just don't have a much better choice. Oh no, that hit again? I was somehow expecting you to miss. It's almost like I hit you with like a lot of... Well, I hit you with 2 sand attacks. That's usually more than enough to keep you from attacking more than once every, like, 20 turns. Okay, hi. What the fuck? Excuse me. I don't want to lose Vessel. Go for it, Task. You're up to the task, right? Miss? Thank you. Night days. Yeah, let's go with night days. Since Skydrop is physical and you have increased...
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is what? Night days or the Pharaoh Thorn? Have you never seen a Pharaoh Thorn? They are an awful creature. Thankfully, we beat it. It was giving us some serious trouble. Charon is a problematic motherfucker. Or, I'm sorry, Alex. I want him dead now. We just did eat it. But he's got a Silcoon. We can Skydrop that. Eat the thorn. One more Skydrop. I'm getting pretty hungry. I don't know about you, chat, but I slept for like 11 hours today. Skydrop. And we beat Charon all without losing a single Pokemon. Ate all of Alex's Pokemon, and we are good to go. Sweet. Okay, awesome. That is incredibly awesome. That is good, cool, and great. Okay, we're meeting the professor in Nimbasa City. That's the next city over. Before then, though, there are a bunch of trainers and 2 more Pokemon we can catch. Now, just to confirm and make sure that I'm not losing my marbles, none of our Pokemon fainted. Hooray! Honestly, we got the hard part out of the way for today's stream. By and far, the hardest parts of today's stream are over. Oh yay, another Mystic Water. Which reminds me, I forgot to give Spamton the Deal Maker. I'm excited, chat. What Pokemon do you guys think we're gonna encounter? What Pokemon do you guys think we're gonna be able to catch? Skorupi. I hate Skorupi because its typing, for some reason, always evades me. I can never remember what type Skorupi is. What are you? Are you Bug? I think it's like, let's see, what are you? What are you? You're Bug and Poison. And I don't know why, but I always want to add Dark on there. Your evolution is Poison and Dark. You lose the Bug. Okay, maybe that's what's confusing, is that one of your types changes on you. For some reason, Skorupi and Drapion just always... I forget. I always forget what the hell you are. Alright, perfect. Hey, Spamton leveled up and it wants to learn Electro Ball. Let's go. What does that do? Faster the user is, the more damage. Do you have a base damage though? No? Okay. We'll get rid of Thunder Wave since you can passively kind of paralyze people. Alright, 1 second, chat. We gotta fight you. And then like 2 other people on this route. We gotta turn on our dowsing machine and see if there's anything around here. Ooh, a grass type. And we are paralyzed. That's a problem. No, I can no longer sleep, and my accuracy can potentially be brought down. Oh, what a horrible world! Oh gosh, you know what? I'm sorry, this isn't working. Task, come back, come home, come on. No, 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 no. Fire! Grundy, say fire back. Fire is bad. There's no fire here. Fire is like... We don't interact with fire. There's nothing even remotely fire-related anywhere near my team.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
What? Was I being too quiet for you guys, chat? Thank you. I'm glad that chat likes these sound alerts. You missed the guy. What guy? There's a guy? Where's the guy? I don't see no guy. Oh, trying to scream naked grandma in the most inappropriate places. I see. Well, it's a good thing we're not going back to the daycare anytime soon. Whoops. Ooh, Ooh, an opal stone. Go back. For science. What kind of science do you want to do at the daycare? I'm skeptical. You want to fight me, buddy? Because I want to fight you. You know what? If we're gonna go back, I need you to write me a full research paper on what it is what science you intend to conduct.
I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may.
That doesn't count. Dale Gribble is not going to convince me to go back to the daycare. I don't care who you send, I am not paying taxes. For legal reasons. That is a joke. I have paid my taxes on time every year since I got a job. Do not come after me, IRS. Please. Also, IRS, I am not making money on this yet, so I cannot pay taxes on this yet. I have yet to receive a single cent from Twitch.tv. Somebody get the hypnosis rat. There's a hypnosis rat? I thought it was an electric rat. Where's the hypnosis rat? Revival herb, we're gonna need to sell that. Have I fought you yet? No, okay, apparently not. Cool. I think this is the last person on this particular stretch. A spoon and a mustache. Do you happen... What? Do you mean Alakazam? Because that is not a rat, I'm pretty sure. The Pokemon? Are you talking about a completely unrelated... apparently Research Overload's got it. I await eagerly for your chat. It was either Alakazam or Abracadabra. Well, I mean, there's 3 Pokemon. There's Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. I know, they're so cleverly named. It's like a psychic rat with a mustache that was going Matrix on a spoon. Yeah, Alakazam has a mustache, but I don't think it's a rat. I don't think I don't think they were designed to be rats. Had a tail? No. Alakazam does not have a tail. Kadabra does have a tail, but it's not rat-like. And he has a spoon. Kadabra's the first one that has a spoon. But no tail. Armadillo. I think Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam are the only lines... Kadabra comes the closest to fitting what you said, because he has a tail, he has the mustache, and he has a spoon. I don't think any of the rest of the Pokemon have a spoon. I don't know. I don't get rat vibes from Kadabra, but if that's... If that's how you classify him, then good for you. I don't see him as a rat. Anyway, let's fight worker Kimberly here, who happens to have a turtwig. Easy enough for task here to deal with. You're probably thinking of Kadabra or maybe Alakazam. Anyway, let's take this little freak up into the sky. Honestly, Task is just doing a bunch of favors and letting a bunch of people experience what it's like to fly for the first time ever. And I think that's very sweet of them. Something I do better than anybody. I don't know. Oh, you give me something, don't you? You give me Dig! I finally have access to a ground type move. Let's go. It'll also let me get out of caves and stuff faster, and only one Pokemon can learn it, and that's Vessel, and that feels... I don't think I'm gonna teach it to Vessel, because, like, I want to use that against electric types, and I don't want to send Vessel out against electric types. I mean, it would be good if Vessel were backed into a corner and having to deal with electric types, but I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that, you know? Oh, we're officially in the desert resort. Okay, so chat, check this out. We are in the desert resort. On the map, a completely different place, and then there's Relic Castle, both of which we can catch Pokemon at. I want to catch Pokemon once I cross this, this barrier over here. Oh right, you two don't fight me? Okay. We're gonna heal up our Pokemon. Which is pretty much just Jockington and Task. Sweet, we didn't encounter a Pokemon there, because that would have been problematic. Because we technically would have needed to catch them. Okay, so we're here now. And so now when we encounter a Pokemon, we can catch it and keep it. So let's see what we get in the desert resort. Let's see, chat. Oh, a Palpitoad. Oh. Okay, yeah, we can keep you as a replacement for our Vessel. So we are going... Oh, we're out of... What? We're out of Quick Balls? I thought we had... Okay, yeah, we have a couple of Quick Balls. We're gonna try to use the Quick Ball first, because I don't really just want to go around throwing my Master Balls at everything. Perfect, easy catch. So we got Palpitoad. That's a pretty good replacement for Vessel, if something happens to Vessel. And I think I know what I want to call you. You're gonna be Onion. After the Onion character that I know you guys didn't get to meet in the Deltarune playthrough. Because I forgot to go and interact with Onion. But that's Onion. Everybody say hi to Onion. Alright, now we just gotta fight this doctor who seems to be more than happy to throw hands. Since they have fighting types on their team. Lowering our defense, which is a problem. Shouldn't be a huge problem, since we're hopefully just going to confusion our way right out of this mess. Okay, I know I said I hoped it wasn't a problem, but it became a problem. It became a problem very fast. Very, very big problem very fast. Hyper Potion. Okay. Not my favorite thing in the whole wide world for you to do. But you did it anyway. Water Gun. Yeah, another Water Gun and we should be good. Perfect. And now this guy can heal our Pokemon. We're gonna save. And we've got about 18 more minutes for stream. Or we've got about 18 more minutes we can stream. I kind of want to see if we can make it to the Relic Castle and catch a Pokemon in there. I don't necessarily want to deal with any trainer battles between here and there. Oh my god, Genesect. Well, well, well. I'm a little bit mad that I didn't encounter Genesect. I would have 100% used a Master Ball on this freak. Can we just run? Can we not deal with you for now? Nope, apparently you're gonna flame charge at me. That's silly. Oh my god. See,
That's
this
what
is
she said.
Michael. That's why I want legendaries, because they're filled with power like this. I too would master balls. Yo, Research Overload, I think that you would have a very easy time mastering balls. I think that is right up your alley. Okay, you might not be a bug type like I thought you were. I don't know what to do with you now. What frickin' type are you? Let's try confusion. That you are not weak to confusion. Night Days. Right up my sleeve. I'll be honest, Research Overload, I don't know what that means. Yeah, whatever that means. I don't have the slightest clue, so don't ask me. Y'all just ignore Alfred, alright? Okay, Water Gun. Oh no, Fury Cutter.
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
I don't, what was that in reference to? To Alfred? To the Genesect? To the Master Ball stuff? Or did you just do all that ass to feel all that ass? On the one hand, I want you to explain yourself. On the other hand, I kinda don't. I don't wanna know. Anyway, I found some ice in the desert. The US government's really cracking down on that program, I guess. Sending ice to the Middle East. That's a new low. Anyway, new Pokemon, we can get Sunflora! Sunflora's kinda cool. In reference to nothing, I'm tired. Maybe I just want to feel all that ass, Mr. Tenna. I feel like that could be a line from the game, from Susie. Just in reference to nothing. I'm tired. Maybe I just want to feel all that ass, Mr. Tenna. Alright. We caught us a Pokemon. We caught ourselves a Sunflora. Hooray. I mean... I feel like we have to name this Rousey. Just for reasons. Anyway, chat. I want to end us off there since 10 minutes is definitely not enough time for us to get through the Relic Castle, get through all of the trainer battles here in the desert. And also I'm tired. I'm tired and hungry. This has been a great stream. You guys have been a great audience today. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to stream tomorrow, because I'm just about done with Deltarune. I'm nowhere near in a position that I can fight the Roaring Knight and deliver something good to you guys with that fight. But it's been a great stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the VODs channel and the regular YouTube. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below. Hades? Yes, I've played a little bit of Hades. Yeah, maybe we could do Hades on stream. We could potentially do Hades on stream. That could be interesting. I'll warn you guys, I'm not very good at it. But we could try that. We could definitely try that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Bye, everyone.